So let's talk about dirty talk. We call it sexy talk because dirty can sound so nasty. I don't mind any of it, but I love some dirty talk, sexy talk. What are your top tips for someone that loves pussy pleasing, pussy pleasure when they're wanting to perfect their dirty talk game? Or is there no audible? Should they just close their mouth up?
Shut the fuck up.
They definitely shouldn't shut the fuck up. I'll say that. I'll say that right there. You can tell me if I'm wrong, because every time every woman I've ever talked to about the subject, I've said, okay, hypothetical scenario, you're with a guy that your first sexual encounter with a man, and you're actually in the act of penetration's happening, and he's making no fucking noise.
I hate it.
I'm like, are you alive?
I hate it. I need audible. I can literally close my eyes when I'm watching porn and just listen to the good audio. And if the dude is making noises, I get so much more turned on than even the visual. Closing my eyes. For me, it's huge. It's like the biggest factor, and not just the chick screaming, ah, ah. I'm like, hey, shut up. Let the dude, I want to hear the dude.
I want to hear some grounds.
Yeah.
They tell us to shut up because they only want the women's audio to come through when we're filming. But that is, guys need to, most guys don't understand how much women actually enjoy hearing the man enjoying himself. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's one big thing that guys need to understand in terms of just pure dirty talk. Okay, I try to give guys, rather than give them prescriptive lines to verbatim recount, because it might not match up with them and their personality perfectly. It might sound a bit incongruent. I would rather give guys frameworks to operate within. And so, okay, the four, for example, that I would give guys is controlling, leading language. So for example, come here, sit down, get on your knees, grab it, put it in your mouth. These are all commands, basically, right? This is one aspect of dirty talk. Another one might be descriptive language. So describing and amplifying sensations that she is already feeling. So you might, if you're, in the act of penetration, you might say you might ask her to focus on, how does that feel when my dick grinds up against your G-spot like that? Mm-hmm. What I'm trying to do, it could be any scenario, but all I'm trying to do is get her brain to focus in more on that exact sensation, right? To amplify it, to the purpose of amplifying. We've got controlling, commanding, whatever language we have, descriptive stuff. We actually have degrading language. Degrading language can be very, very erotic, depending upon, the relationship, depending upon if your woman is into that. The way I look at that is there's a certain side to every woman, which I like to call her inner slut. Mm-hmm. And you really get to see the full beauty of a woman when she unleashes that with you, and you make her feel comfortable and not judged for it. She is allowed to express that with you and explore so much more than she would have before if you allow her to kind of tap into that. And I think what you might call as degrading, derogatory, humiliating kind of language is a way to start tapping into that and allowing her to express that. So, and that might be on the low end and the more tame end of that spectrum. That might be something as simple as, who's my dirty little slut? You're my dirty little slut. Things like this.
Mm-hmm.
Allowing
her that one.
Identify in that way so that she can then tap into that side of her. But these are some different frameworks that I will give guys so that they don't have to think about what they're saying. That's the worst thing, I think that's what stops most guys from engaging in dirty talk, is they don't have a clue what to fucking say. They're they're trying to focus on not ejaculating, or they're trying to focus on pleasing her, and now they're trying to think about what to say. There's too many things going on at the same time. So if I just give the guy a framework to operate in, then he can kind of be a bit creative and be a bit more natural and be in the moment when he's doing it.
I've totally have you ever had this, Amy, where so I love dirty talk. I love the degrading piece, but I had someone go too far. I was like, oh, that's too far. And you lost me. I was like, damn it. And I was like, no, I got to get back into I got to get out of my head. I was like, fuck. And then I couldn't get out of it. And I was like, damn it. And then it was
I'm trying to think of what it would have
been. Fuck for me. And it was I was like, why did, and after I was like, what what came up for you to initiate that? And he was just like, oh, I don't know. It just came out. I was like, okay. I was like, we got to, no.
I mean, it's not
we gotta stay away from that one in the future, because it took me a while to tap back in.
That's how you discover, though.
It is a risky one. That is like a risky angle to take. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I honestly think for when we're taking things into more like dominant submission, degrading, humiliation, that's like maybe a conversation to have, and not just like try to drop it in and see the reaction mid-sex, you know, and that could be like a part of foreplay too, right? Like, you know, are you into like any sort of like dominant submission, rough sex, things like that? You could just play with it. And so I think some people might just have different preferences, and you can make that conversation about it a little bit sexy and not just go into like, you're a nasty little whore and you need to you need to be punished.
I don't mind that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. April would love that.
It's like Baskin Robbins. There's so many different flavors to try. And that's why the dirty talk's really, really fun, because you can go down, that praising angle, like, oh, you're my good girl. You can go down the ownership angle, like who's daddy's little good girl, like who does this belong? This is my pussy now. Like you can go down so many different angles you can take with it, and obviously not like every woman is going to respond to different things. Yeah. Different are going to be her particular flavor. And that's the beauty of it. That's the best part. That's the fun part, is finding out exactly what her flavor is and then tapping into that.
I think one of the worst, not worst lines, but the lines that really didn't work for me, when someone was about, for the very first time, we had hooked up a couple of times, but hadn't done penetrative stuff. And so his cock was about to go inside of me. Before he did, he looked me in the eyes. We'd only gone like 4 or 5 days. He said, I love you, Amy. And I was like, oh no.
Whoa.
Boner lost.
Dude, you're like, wait, okay.
And I didn't, and you know, granted, if I loved this person and we had said it before, that might turn me on. But I was like, the first time you're telling me you love me, and I really don't think you actually love me because you don't really know me that well, is right before you're about to enter me with your cock for the first time. So he knew, he could totally tell, because I was like, okay, you know, I wasn't like, awkward. I love you too, and he's like, that was too much. I was like, I'm not there with you, and so
let's take the love out of it, okay? for this purpose.
I mean, that can be sexy talk, like talking about how much you care about someone. You know, I love you so much. I love if you do have that, though, like I love fucking you. I love making love to you. I love my mouth and your pussy. All these things. So it could be like these soft, gentle things. But don't tell that for someone for the first time that you love them when you're sticking your cock in them. It's just not the right time.
That's a deal breaker.
Yeah, that's like, oh, this is not gonna work out.